Now we're going to show you a different webbing technique. This one's more designed for if your printed roll media that you're going to laminate, you don't have much of a leader on it at the beginning compared to our other method we showed you. So we're going to start with our printed media, and we're going to laminate with our laminating film here, and we're going to show you simply how to do that. So what I would do is we're going to start with, actually we're going to bring our film down, and we're just going to match them up again. And we're going to use our alignment disc to use it for the the matchup. So we're going to see where our film is. If they're inside that those alignment discs at the edge of the print, and we're good there, we're going to wind back up. If we needed to adjust that, we would just slide our film on the shaft. And we're going to take a little tension on there. And then we're going to show you that we got to, again, stick our release liner to our take-up. So we're going to put our tape, do our tape trick again. We're going to go around once, pull the tape back, spin it back, and we'll have a double-sided tape. And then we're going to come down, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to go under the idler, between the bars, behind the front support bar, and then straight up to our take-up. We're going to match up, and we're good there, and we're going to tape it to our take-up. Give it one quick spin, and then we're going to go take our blade, and again we're going to score it on this idler bar and just cutting the film, not the liner. So we want to give it some pressure, but we don't want to cut through the liner also and cut everything. And we'll try to separate our film. And we're going to bring our film down to the front of the roller like we did before. And here's where we're going to do a change. We are going to take our print hold down bar off and remove that. And lay this down on our cloth tray. And we're actually I'm gonna actually raise our roller up pretty much the 1 inch high, up pretty high, and then leave that there. And then I'm gonna actually slide my film and kind of tuck it around the roller and just spin that roller and kind of let it sit. So now we flip the machine around, so we're at the back of the machine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reach under the roller and grab that film, and it should stick to my fingers. I'm just gonna pull it like shoulder width apart and just bring it to me. And just literally just tack it to this back table. You don't push it down hard. Just let it so it just sticks to the table. So now we're back at the front of the machine, and this is what when we come back to the front, we want to see the film look like this, like pretty much glass on the roller. If we do see wrinkles for any reason on here, that bigger wrinkles or ripples, then all we're going to do is we're going to go back to the back side of the machine, lift up on that film, and pull it like 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch more, and get rid of the wrinkles. The one thing I've noticed that if you don't have, on some machine, if you don't have tension on your film, if you just somehow back that all the way off and it comes free, you might see the wrinkles. So just give it probably just one turn of the tension maybe, or 1/2 a turn, and that will probably fix that. But our film is exactly what we want to look like, how we want it to look. So we're ready to actually add our media. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our media has a little bit of tension on it. And then we're just going to come up this table, and I'm actually going to add a little more so it's on there, and we're just going to slide our media into the roller. So the key is we want to cover this bottom roller. We want the film to come down and not stick to the roller. So we're going to go to the back of the roller, and by having it on the roll, it will make us easy to keep it lined up straight, which is always a plus. So I'll come down, I'll make sure it's flat, and then I'll bring my roller down, and what I'll do is I'll bring it down so I hit that stop point where the rollers touch. And I'll just give it that little bit, like a half hour, hour on the clock, and that's all I need. And the last thing I want to do is I'm always going to want to put my print hold down bar back on, and which allows one to keep the print from lifting and reaching the photo eye and safety eye, so we don't stop the machine, and then also obviously keeping anything out from hands to ID cards around your neck, anything like that, or ties if you're running with a tie, stuff like that. And then we'll go from there. And finally, we flip the machine around because we still have our film tacked to the back of the machine. So all we're going to do is we're going to go to the back with the foot pedal, and just lift up on this, our film, and then step on our pedal. And we're just gonna run that out enough to where we can get rid of this stick part. And we're gonna grab our zippy knife, and we're gonna just get rid of this so we don't have the sticky film to deal with. Like that, and then we could go back to the front and just run the roll out.